Come on, little guy. Stand still. Let me just grapple you. Slow it down a little bit. There we go. Come to Papa. And now. Oh. Surely there's gotta be a better way to do this. Hello and welcome back to Lucky by Nature. So here we are. I'm gonna show you how to tame a Noglin, but first and foremost we gotta find them first, right? Now a lot of people are under the impression that you can only get them from the Rockwell's innards, and that's not actually true. In fact, if we look here, you can go from 45 latitude all the way down to about 55 latitude. At least that's what I've done. And you can look in this entire area right here that I am marking in red. Also, while we can use our helmets to look for these guys, I find that the very best way to find them is using the owl. As you can see, this little guy right here was pretty easy to spot because he's glowing in yellow. And that is something that's a little different than using your own visor. But that one is a little bit too low. So let's go ahead and look for a much higher level. So here we are at approximately 46 by 11. And we see a little guy right there. Let's see what level it is. And that's perfect, 145. Nice. So now what we need to do is we need to put this guy away, because now we got to get that little guy over to our trap that we got set up, ready to go. So let me put this guy in my cryopod. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and use the RG. There we go. And I do have a little meat in here, so I'll use that to put it into the RG. Alright, we are ready to go. So, actually, I just realized that these guys are really hard to see without a little help. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I am going to go ahead and activate my visor, so that way we can see where the heck this little guy is at. There we go. All right. So this should definitely help us out. And I went ahead and put my... There he is. I put my trap somewhere around the middle. So that way, you know, we can get there fairly quick from either side, because I didn't know where we were gonna find these guys. And I like to use the beak. Really no, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can use the legs if you want, the claws, or you can use the beak. But I prefer the beak because, especially for this instance, because that way I could show you basically what it looks like. So let me go ahead and press the K here. There we go. See, and we are pretty safe, or it's not gonna get us or anything like that. So now we'll just make our way back to the trap. All right, guys, so here we are, and what we are going to do is we are gonna drop these guys, which I'm using Brontos because I found that these are the best to use on these guys, because it actually gives you 20% per dino. And you can only use 5 dinos before the taming effectiveness goes down to nothing almost, and so you end up losing a lot of levels. So ultimately you can only use 5 dinos to get a perfect tame. You can use more, but you won't get a perfect tame. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw all these guys down there at the same time. Technically, I could have had them already in there. Hey, you stay there. Okay, so yeah, we could have had them in there already whenever we dropped the Noglin in there, and it would have gotten to work. As you can see, I have a little Anki in there. I really don't need it in there, but it's nice if the Noglin wants to kill it, because if it has something to aggro on, then it'll select a dino to try to kill something else. So actually, that works pretty good. Another thing that you need to know is that if your Brontos are not at full health, more than likely they're gonna die. Because as the Noglin takes over their brain, they start to get really hurt, as you can see that one there. And so now it's gonna, oh crap, I got my bird is down there. That's okay. So I'm bringing this one over here just to cover more area, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on this one, land on this one, and put this one, oh crap. Okay, I think I'm okay over here. So let me go ahead and put this one away. Oh, this one's getting hit. But yeah, as you saw, the health is super low. Oh man. Okay, so as you can see, the percentage goes up extremely fast with these guys. If you have a lower level Noglin, obviously you won't need such a high level dino to tame them. So these Brontos have to be at least 185 base level, which means that when you tame it, it has to be at least 185. So I don't mean before it gets tamed, it's after it gets tamed. All right, so as long as they're above 185, you should get the full 120. I mean, sorry, the full 20% percentage points per Bronto, which is exactly what we're looking for. And the only other dino that I noticed that gives them the whole 20% is the Void Worm. But the problem with that one is that it can fly away. So that's a no-go. And plus, there's a chance that they can die. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest it because those are tough enough to get as it is. Or even to find, for that matter. But either way, we are already done with I think we're up to 60% now. Yep, we're at 60%. So as you can see, we gotta cover the area as much as possible, because if we don't, the Noglin is just gonna end up going to a corner like that, and it's not gonna bother with anything. So we gotta bring the Bronto over to it, or at least close to it. And I'm thinking about leaving that one there for a couple of reasons. One, it works as a something that he might want to kill, just like that, like it's doing now. So that one more than likely is gonna die. I can't get to it from here because if I try to go down there, it's gonna end up hitting me, and yeah, that could mess things up, especially if I end up dying or getting hurt pretty bad. But hopefully it looks like it already reached its 80%. So now it's just gonna, oh crap, see, that one just blew up. So that one died because it had already gotten hit by the other one. And like I said, whenever it takes over their brain, some of these get down so low. I'm talking about like 100 or 100, and I think the lowest I saw it was like 158 health. And some of these have like 10,000 health. Some of these Brontos, some of them have 12,000, but it doesn't seem to really matter. At least not that I have noticed. I would have to do some more testing. But from what I've noticed, it doesn't really matter what health they are. As long as the whole health meter is full, you should be okay. If they're a little hurt, it may not be good. See, this one's a little hurt already. So this one may end up dying. I'm not really sure. Alright, so I need to bring it over towards the Noglin. And since there's two other ones just sitting around here, it should go after that one. There you go. Phew. Almost got whacked. So you see, and that's why I left that Enki in there, just to be a little extra tempting dino to kill for the Noglin. Alright, so as you can see, it's already walking away because it already got almost to its full 20%. And so there you go. It got to the full 100%, 20% per dino. I have tried other dinos, but like I said, most of them don't do very well. Like the Rex. The Rex was only to get able to get about 7%. The Giga, don't even try the Giga, or it will enrage and ultimately it will kill the Noglin. The Astrodelphis was pretty good, 16.7, and it is good except that they fly away. It's scared of the Reaper King, so don't try that. And the Purser, it's 15%. So obviously, if it's a lower level Noglin, you can use other stuff, but the best thing to use is a Bronto. That's it for me, so until next time, keep surviving.